We'd had an eye on this team for a week or so, and as soon as we selected the team to play Tonga, it was looking ahead to Romania 2, managing people's game time during that game against Tonga, in particular when we got the bonus point, knowing that with a 6-day turnaround, a couple of those guys who started and some on the bench would have to play again. But like Grant starting and being captain, we'd known that for a week or two. We've not been able to do that much this week of training. We have had a fully blown session yesterday. The day before was a lighter session, but some of the figures we're seeing in GPS have been the best we've produced over the last few weeks. And a lot of that is guys like Hamish and other players that are now in the starting team, desperate to get on ball and desperate to play their best game. Hamish is one of our senior players. He has been a terrific player for Scotland. He's well loved by the group, coaches and players. Just over a year ago, he was captain for us in Argentina. So to be a regular starter, to be a captain, and then to miss out in the 23 for the first two games is obviously tough for him and frustrating. And the way the World Cup goes and World Cup preparation games, we didn't make that many changes for 2, maybe 3 of the games, and certainly the first 2 games so far of the World Cup. So players rightly feel that they've not had an opportunity. It's just these circumstances. So now this is an opportunity for him to play in the World Cup, but also an opportunity to put pressure on the players that have started the first 2 games and be selected against Ireland. Look, I think there's always pressure or expectation when you play for Scotland. You know you're going to have to play your best rugby. That's what that jersey demands of you. It will be a different game than what most of these players are used to. It's not a Six Nations game. So there'll be times where it is different. There'll be a different way of defending. Sometimes we'll have a lot of ball. Sometimes we'll make mistakes because it's the first time that team has gone out together. So the important thing is just focusing on each moment and us playing as a team, us doing the work off the ball, the effort, the physicality, getting that right, and our game should flow much more on the back of that. We've gone with a similar team now for, let's say, four games or 5 games. There's been 1 or 2 changes here or there, but the core of that group have played since France home game. But the other players have an opportunity, and we know this is obviously the final sort of opportunity that they get before we play Ireland. But the decisions before South Africa, before Tonga, before the France home and away games were tight already, in a few positions. So if players play well, it'll be a much longer selection meeting on Sunday night, I'm sure.